So in this report, Caleb Williams, he said that he did not want to get drafted by the Chicago Bears. This was his father talking. And it is a report also said, and Coben, do we have the tweet? I want the viewers at home to, not the tweet, the context of Caleb Williams also said that Bears coaches didn't tell him what to watch on tape. Look at this at home, viewers. He said, at times, Williams said, he would watch film alone with no instruction or guidance from the coaches and no one to tell me what to watch. Caleb Williams told his dad. I just turned it on. I don't like when people lie to other people in general.
Whoa. Explain that.
I completely abhor when a collection of people collectively lie to the masses. And what I saw yesterday in response to this Caleb Williams article was a collection of lies and a lot of disingenuous takes. Caleb Williams does not get his hand held in the NFL because nobody gets their hand held in the NFL. See, there's a difference between not helping your quarterback and babying your quarterback. There's a difference between not helping an NFL player, James Jones, and babying another NFL player. I do not know, and we have 20 years of NFL experience to my left, 23 to be exact, including my 4, so over a quarter century of NFL experience at this desk, and I do not know of any coach telling you what to watch. I do know a coach telling you what to watch out for, but there's a difference. Hey, if you see a nickelback linking in, he might be blitzing. Watch out for that. But a coach is not going to tell you what to watch. That's your responsibility. You're a pro athlete, not an amateur athlete. I think this whole report, I think it's a terrible look. If Caleb did not want to play for the Bears, then don't play for the Bears. But don't play for the Bears, then tell me that you don't want to play for the Bears. If you do not want to marry the man, then don't marry the man. But don't marry the man and then say, I never wanted to marry you in the first place, now that y'all are already married. It's a terrible look. A lot more to say about it, Chase, but you're the quarterback, sound off.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's a bad look for Caleb and the Bears. I think it lacks self-awareness from Caleb's part, and I think it lacks. It's a disaster from the Bears coaching staff a little bit. Look, I think ultimately it falls on Caleb. Like he's got to figure out how to watch film. You're like, Chase, well, what do you mean he's got to figure out? He's the first-round pick. Okay, Drew Brees taught me, future Hall of Famer. Okay, Caleb Williams didn't have a veteran in that quarterback room, and that veteran usually is the one teaching the starter, if he's a rookie or a second-year guy, how to watch film. Okay, Caleb Williams could have picked up the phone. You know who would have answered? Peyton Manning. He would have answered.
No doubt.
Drew Brees. Oh, you better believe he would have answered. Tom Brady. Oh, for sure. He's helping Shador out right now. He absolutely would have. Hey, what do I watch? Hey, how do I watch it? Look, I think that it falls on the Bears coaching staff a little bit too, because there's a lack of communication between like, hey, Caleb, you know, you should probably watch this, or Caleb not saying, I don't know how to watch. Like, what do I watch? Communicate. It's like a little bit of a lack of trust for me. And I got to thinking about this. The thing that irks me about the entire article is Caleb said, no one tells me what to watch, I turned it on. There's a difference between what to watch and how to watch it. If you didn't know how to watch film, I completely understand that, because it is a difference in offensive scheme from your Lincoln Riley days at USC to what the Bears are running last year, and it's going to be a difference in scheme on what they're running this year. And I think that is my biggest issue, is the Bears didn't surround him with a backup quarterback. I lived it, guys. I lived it, because Drew Brees taught me how to watch film, and we can go through the schedule a little bit, because I really want the viewers to understand at home what it is. He taught me, I taught it. I didn't teach it. We brought it to Kansas City with Alex Smith, and Alex was like, oh, I love this schedule. All right, let's go. Carson Wentz, this schedule is awesome. He tells me still to this day he follows that film schedule. Mitch Trubisky, hey, let's watch it like this just so you feel prepared. Now, just because you watch film a certain way doesn't mean you're going to do good things on the field. It might mean that you feel more prepared. So I think that's the thing that gives me a little bit of pause, is the lack of communication between quarterback and franchise.
There's two things here. Number one, I don't really care about him coming out saying I don't want to play for the Bears. If I'm a receiver and they're like, hey, you're going to this team, and I'm like, dang, the quarterback's trash. I wish I could go to this team. I don't want to play for them. I wish I could go. I don't mind that. These kids nowadays, they're making a whole lot of money. He's not lying. Quarterbacks do go to Chicago to die. You do not have a lot of success. So I can understand coming out of college. Now, me as a competitor, send me anywhere, and I think I'm a ball. That's me. I would hope Caleb Williams would have that approach too. But this film stuff.
Yeah.
You, like,
Talk about
I don't
it,
know
James
Caleb
Jones.
Williams personally, man. You know what I mean? I don't want to call nobody a liar, but I played a long time in the National Football League. We all did. There is time in a day to where we watch film as an offense, to where we watch film as a position group. So you're not going to sit up here and tell me that you ain't watched film with your quarterbacks or you didn't watch film with your offense, because you do. They put that in the schedule. Now, my receiver coach when I was a rookie, Jimmy Robinson, said, you know what, JJ? Here goes this player, because it wasn't no iPads when I was a rookie. Here goes, put these CDs in there and watch this tape. Look what they do on third down. Look what they do on first down. Look what they do on second down. By yourself, because there's not enough time in the day for us to watch it together.
Correct.
Where'd you come from, Chase? Where'd you play college ball at?
University of Missouri.
So you know cover one. You know cover three.
Yeah.
You know cover two coming out of college. So this is crazy to me. My little kids right now are 11 and 13, Acho. And if you put them up here right now and said draw cover two, they will draw cover two. If you said draw cover three, they will draw cover three. They 13 and 11. Caleb, you just came from USC with Lincoln Riley. Don't tell me you can't go in here and watch some film on yourself and say it's man-to-man 3rd and 5. It's cover two on second down. You can't tell me you can't do that. You don't need nobody to do that. You're lying to the people talking about you just sitting here watching film by yourself, not knowing what to do. That's disrespectful to your coaches, man. Because I know your coaches and NFL coaches in particular put in a lot of time and they don't leave that building.
And that's where I had the biggest issue, Chase. I don't even want to blame the Chicago Bears coaching staff for that. We blame the Bears coaching staff for a lot. There were a lot of situations, end of game management, that they did deserve blame. But I'm not just going to pile on all the blame to Chicago Bears coaching stuff when Caleb has to take accountability. I got calls from different people yesterday that were saying to me what Caleb said in that article, or what was said in that article, Caleb didn't say it, it's just a fallacy. It's just inaccurate. Again, viewers at home, I want y'all to know, a coach does not tuck you in bed at night and say, okay, little Caleb, okay, it's time to watch film now. Okay, we got the Lions this week. You ready? Aiden Hutchinson's gonna be there. That's not what happens. You have an iPad, it has all of the tape loaded onto it, and you watch the tape. Now, Chase brought up an excellent point.
Really quick,
yes, sir.
That's another thing.
What's up?
You have an iPad.
Yeah. You can watch
You know what it says on the iPad?
Shut up.
3rd down. This is the coverages they running on 3rd down. Bop, you press play. And you see the coverages they run on 3rd.
Come
on, man.
To Chase's point, the only line of demarcation is this. If you didn't know how to watch film, I will have a little bit more grace for you. Emphasis on the word little bit, because you should know how to watch film by the time you get to the NFL. Furthermore, you're not talking about a self-scout. Yes, your offense is different than your offense at USC, but defenses, by and large, are similar. You can only run so many defenses, beautiful people at home. Cover 1, cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, cover 5, cover 55. Maybe people call cover 7, cover 8. People call cover 8 black. You can only run so many coverages. If you don't know how to watch film, Chase, I'll have a little bit more grace for that. But to say they didn't tell you what to watch, it seems like you are trying to deflect the onus and the blame from yourself.
And it goes back to what I was saying. It's what to watch versus how to watch. If there's anyone that watched the most film, because I was probably the least talented guy in some quarterback rooms, it was me.
Of course.
Because I felt like that was my leg up and how to do it. Now, let's just we have a little bit of time, just a few seconds, on like what to watch versus how to watch. Here's a schedule. Caleb Williams, I'm talking to you. You don't need anyone else. I have the keys to success for you right now. You play the game Sunday, all right, James Jones, and you can agree because you were with one of the best of all time to this. This is probably how he did it. Monday, okay, come in. You're going to watch the previous game. You're going to get better. You're going to say, hey, coaches are in there with you at all times. This is what you need to do. This is how we should have done this. And then you're going to get the advanced scouting report for the team next week. Peek it, okay? I usually took a break off of Monday of advanced scout. You get a piece of paper. Tuesday's off day. Most people take the time off. Quarterbacks, you're in there. 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. You are watching 4 games in chronological order. How does a defensive coordinator of the team I'm going to play attack offenses? So you see that. You're in there breaking down film. You're in there taking notes the whole time. Wednesday, okay? It's the first full day of practice. Wednesday morning, first and second down blitzes. You have to be able to pick up pressures and blitzes. Okay, then you have your whole Wednesday practice, and Wednesday PM, when everyone goes home, guess what? You're staying. You in the quarterback room, you're breaking down third down tape. You're staying a day ahead of everyone. Then Thursday morning, when you come in at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m., which you should be, you're watching third down blitzes. Because what's Thursday? Third down day. What do they do? You have to be able to pick up pressures. Then guess what? Thursday, when the whole team breaks, you ain't going home. You're staying there. Thursday PM, you're watching Red Zone. When's Red Zone day? Red Zone is Friday. You're staying a day ahead. Friday mornings, you're watching 2 minute, probably the most important thing you can watch all week. You're watching 2 more games than Saturday, last minute prep, whatever you want. That is the answer to what NFL athletes and quarterbacks especially watch film. It's a lot. You spend a lot of time. Your film is your currency. Can you continue to do that? I just gave you the answers to the test. You're welcome.
And what Caleb Williams has to understand now, too, it's a job. Like, we seen Aaron Rodgers say, Green 18, back up. You're not coming.
Yeah.
Because it's film study. He knows. He knows where these blitzes is coming from. It's called being a professional and going in there and handling your business. Let me bring the viewers in on a little stuff, little secret, too.
Let's go.
Just so you guys know, it is 1 million people in the building, and everybody in the building has different jobs. I remember talking to certain people, and I'm like, why are you watching film of the Cincinnati Bengals and we don't play them for 3 weeks?
Yeah. Scouts.
Because we are breaking them down so you guys have every last play of what they did from game after game after game. So when we play them in 3 weeks, we well prepared. So you know exactly what they're doing on third down if you watch it. You know exactly what they're doing on second down if you watch it. You know exactly what they're doing on first down if you watch it. You know exactly what blitzes they're doing. And you know what? If you want to come in here before we play them 2 weeks early, we got it for you. You understand what? So this stuff right here, I cannot put this on the Chicago Bears coaching staff. I don't know if it came directly out of Caleb Williams' mouth, whoever mouth it came out of, but that ain't it. These coaches put in way too much work to make sure you're prepared, but you know what? Sometimes you got to do a little bit extra on yourself.
Talk about it. What up, YouTube family? Welcome to the facility. Thanks for watching, and you better be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to get more highlights from the show and all of our exclusive content.